Welcome to the Salt Labyrinth. My name is Hank. With me is Ben Dumcum.
It's not your best work.
Nope. Not. Pretty bad.
You read Kingdom Come?
Yeah, by Mark Waid and Alex Ross.
It was fucking great.
Yeah.
It's up there as one of the best things we've done in Labyrinth, honestly. Like, this shit just fucking ruled. It was so fucking cool. The art was immaculate, as expected. I mean, we started out with, like, the biblical imagery. And I was like,
yes,
this is it. And that is just, like, the concept is fucking cool. Like, just such a good tone. And, like, it's just, I don't know, it's cool seeing people, like, older, but then, like, you just have, I don't know. This is good shit. It's just good shit, man. Like,
yeah.
Superman's
No, this
cool.
is one that gets, like, this is one of the ones held up with Watchmen and stuff. It's in that class.
Mm-hmm.
And it I feel similar in that, like, you need a baseline of knowing fucking some DC shit before you should read this, but we've been doing that, so
Yeah.
seems like
I think
as time as any.
I think I had enough. I didn't feel lost.
Because, like, I do think, like, this Superman is distinctly different from baseline Superman.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, this is Superman who has lost touch with his humanity.
Yeah, no. And that's like, I think it was done in a like, for where I'm at in my comic journey, I think it was like the right level. Like, it didn't feel like edge, you know? It felt like it was soft. Like, this isn't so, like, it's not like a big event happened and that suddenly fucking kicked it. Like, there was a straw that broke the camel's back or whatever, but, like, stuff, like, you know, just shit happens, life happens and all that.
Yeah,
him dealing with people dying because they're mortal, like, that's being immortal is shit in that respect. So that was nice. The one I couldn't remember, and I've thought about this before with other mentionings that I see either in, like, the superhero stuff, like, online or movies coming out or whatever, is Shazam, did we read a thing about Shazam? Was he the one who was, like, stuff with Darkseid? There was, like, no, what am I thinking of? Marvel?
that was Mr. Miracle.
Mr. Miracle, right.
And Mr. Miracle, who's the one who's, like, running the gulag in this.
Okay. They didn't say Mr. Miracle though. What's it? Did he go by something?
He's Scott Free. His name.
Okay. I forgot his I forgot his name. I picked up most of the other stuff. Yeah, Shazam I wasn't super familiar with. I think that's about it as far as, like, big people go, or, like, important people go, that I wasn't totally sure. I mean, I got the.
And I mean, I've told you the thing before of, like, Captain Marvel. He's, like, becomes, like, the new Superman in terms of, like, popularity, but then, like, DC literally sues the company and then hires the guy who was like doing those stories to do Superman stories. That's, like, how we get Silver Age Superman. It's just, like,
Yeah.
It kind of like swallows that thing,
Man.
in history.
Uh
But, like, the basic idea is just, it's a kid who has a magic word, the word being the name of his wizard, Shazam, that then turns him into a Superman, a superhero.
Mm-hmm.
And he has fun sidekicks and stuff.
Gotcha. I mean, I totally fucking called Batman double crossing all of them.
Oh, of course.
Like, I don't
Batman
know.
always has a plan.
I was a little, I guess, when they first introduced that I know it always has a plan. Dude, the reference to that was great. Like, what are you talking about? He's always had a plan. Where have you been? Have you lost touch? When they first introduced that concept, like him joining up with Lex, I guess I was still unsure because like I didn't know how edgy this was gonna go, right?
Yeah.
Like I didn't know if they were gonna go into like a thing where Batman and Superman are just so like they've drifted too far apart in their ideals.
Mm-hmm.
But like I forget at one point, but with the other shit going on, like with Superman, by the time we got back to Batman's shit, I was like, the tone of this suggests that Batman has planned all of this out and he's gonna fuck all the bad guys, and that's what happened, and it made me very happy. Like, it was just good shit.
Yeah. Although couldn't. It's still on the. Maybe we should nuke all the superheroes, all the like really strong superheroes or whatever.
Batman,
Not his crew, but
yeah.
Like until Superman goes to like fucking yell at him about it, saying I need your help.
Yeah,
He was kind of
dude.
on the we'll just let that happen plan.
Dude, fucking. So there's a thing that I've mentioned before a little bit that I like, and I don't know why it gets me so much, especially in times, especially in like movies or stuff where it shouldn't get me, but like the sense of urgency thing, like whether it's a revelation or something happening and someone has to rush somewhere, not for like anything, like I'm not a total slut for it, but you know. So here when Superman has his moment and he's hauling ass and he just smashes into the Batcave, that shit is incredible. Like that whole sequence.
Look, it's really good.
Like the writing,
like as soon as that like honestly the entire comic kicks off right from that happening.
Yeah,
it's like okay, now Superman's fucking doing something.
Yeah.
Like everything's gotten away from him and he's in
Like,
oh shit
the
mode.
The right, like, and it's all just like top fucking tier. Like the writing is so
Yeah.
good, the art is so good. So like when it's you have that art style, and then it's I forget the exact quote, but it's on like the air behind him, the air scorched behind him or whatever. Like that, it's just so good. Like, oh, all of it is just a fucking like I linked you that one little panel where it's him like standing alone after everybody else leaves. And I'm like, I need this like blown the fuck. I need it on my wall. Like, and so many of these panels, like even early on when our what would you call him? I mean, our narrative frame, Norman McCoy.
Or
the dude?
he's I mean, I guess he's our protagonist.
Kinda, yeah. He's our narrative vessel. An audience vessel?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Our POV character. That's what the sketchbook of
who's the dude, like the angel or whatever? What's his like title?
the Spectre.
The Spectre? Okay. He's like, he lends himself very well to this art style. Like when he pops out of the wall that first time, I was like, yeah. This is just, like, it was just such a good fucking panel of him coming through the wall and then just how he glows. Like,
Yeah.
god damn, this is like the best art style I've encountered so far in comics. Like, it's just so fucking, like, I want everything just drawn by this dude. Like, literally everything. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, he does not draw everything. He doesn't even draw most like the comics he's involved with after this. He'll do like he'll like plan to be work in like the planning stuff and do like covers.
Sure.
a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Like there's a after this, there's like a Marvel version that's much weirder. And he just like draws character designs for that. He doesn't draw the actual comic.
Okay. That's disappointing.
But also the story behind that happening is also pretty wild. But because he only does it because he gets hired by Wizard Magazine to do it. It's like a what if, and then it turns into a real thing eventually because it's like
hell yeah,
so fucking weird.
Nice.
But yeah,
we
get like for that when Captain Marvel shows up at the end of chapter 3, it's fucking stopped by a bolt of lightning. Armageddon has arrived. That shit fucking rules.
Incredible. Yeah. No, that was
Captain
good
Adam, Captain Marvel with his fucking hands on his hips.
Yeah.
His brain dead smile.
Oh my god, his fucking mind. Yeah. What a look.
It's just turning the like super heroic thing into like being fucked up. And
yeah.
I kind of like at some level I don't like what this book does with Captain Marvel, but on the other hand it rules, so I'm willing to look the other way in this instance.
Yeah. I did have one question about
it's just like how I feel about a lot of this book in terms of like if you do this again, I don't like it. Or you do it in a less good story, I'm also mad.
Yeah.
But this comic is very good.
Oh yeah, man. No, I feel that. I have a question about one character that we technically don't meet.
Okay.
Is the child of Superman and Wonder Woman like a thing? Is that like a character at some point? Or is it just like they stop it here? Or is there,
Well, I mean, this is an Elseworlds. It's another world. And I don't think they ever do anything really with that.
Okay.
I don't know, like, and also, cause like, there's another, I think there's a follow-up to, like, The Kingdom, but that's not drawn by Alex Ross, so I kind of don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. And in general, like, I don't like Superman and Wonder Woman, that pairing that much. It makes sense here because Lois is literally dead, but
yeah. I mean,
I don't know.
It's not. It's kind of conflicting because it's also made me want more like happy Superman, like just good old fashioned heroes or whatever. But at the same time, I really, really like the idea. Well, the execution of the idea of like, wow, these heroes got fucking old, and now there's other people, and we're dealing with that or whatever.
No, like the way it balances out like the like anti-hero thing, which is like meta commentary on like where comics were going and or whatever, like the Vigilante, like fucking Venom or the Punisher or whatever.
Yeah. That I picked up
and like Image Comics stuff.
You gotta go with the times.
Yeah, like the commentary on that versus the commentary of like Superman being like, and particularly Wonder Woman just being wrong. Like we're the old school heroes. We opened a gulag. It's like it's not.
Yeah,
that was a bad move, guys.
Yeah. But yeah, maybe yeah. I mean I just really like the idea.
And like the way it's like working, like it's like threading the needle between all those things being around, but still like kind of getting to the correct point or a point that like I feel good about. I actually think that's like kind of a tightrope that the book navigates pretty well.
Yeah.
And I've definitely seen it go bad.
I mean, I guess maybe
Another
that's
source. That's good comics.
yeah, I could fucking imagine. I I mean, I'm trying to think like which part of this I'm the most smitten with as far as where we go. I think I don't know, there's a universe out there where I want to take it. Like I want more of the edge, but honestly, like I feel like I'm looking for more Superman stuff, but we can open it to other concepts of like preferably like a good hero. Like I don't want an anti-hero necessarily, but like the idea of the hero being faced kind of like Superman is here with like all the different ideologies and shit, or like, oh, you're not going hard enough or something like that, but in a way where the hero is like correct to do what they're doing and they don't start a gulag. That sort of deal, you know? You feel me?
I guess. The first thing off the top of my head that we could do is there is a Captain Marvel story done by Jeff Smith, who did Bone.
Ooh. I mean, that sounds
pretty good.
That sounds pretty decent.
That's just lighthearted and fun.
I do like lighthearted and fun.
Yeah. Doing this really is like, oh, we should do the DC animated universe. Cuz that's the thing. Like that Justice League cartoon hits stuff like this.
Yeah.
It actually like cuz that show's just like gets really good. But there's like you have to do background is the problem also.
Yeah. I mean, you got
not that stuff's bad either, but it's just like there's a whole Batman and a whole Superman show that come. And they're like inform that, but
I mean, yeah, that's a
bigger project.
Well, that's mainline Salt Circle. That's
mainline.
Main continuity.
Yeah. But I'm just like the more we do more of these DC comics, I want to have that stuff as a thing because that's the core of those characters for me. Yeah. In terms of like what informed what I think about them and stuff.
The bits I've seen, I come across shit now and again.
Yeah,
like I know the shows you're talking, like the shit I've seen is good. It seems solid. Yeah. I mean, we can bump it up a little in the timeline maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for now, I'm good to do Captain Marvel. That's a good thread to follow.
Okay. Yeah, Captain Marvel just makes sense because you just need some more context on that character, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a. It's definitely a case of
God, this book is so fucking pretty.
Yeah, dude. Like it's if you really just want to look at it and flip through it and stare at it, like you could take away all the dialogue and I'd still be perfectly happy just looking at it. I didn't mention the panel after the fucking nuke goes off.
Yes.
And it's Superman in the middle of all the skeletons. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
And then those panels where he's like immediately following where he flies the fucking UN. Like.
Yeah.
Just.
The one that I also like the like title page image or whatever. The cover of like him in red.
Oh yeah.
Like the red smoke.
Yeah. God,
that one really gets me.
Yeah, there's just a lot of fucking fantastic art.
Yeah.
Highly,
just like because he really does a good job capturing like like Superman, when Superman's like doing the crazy shit, but also like this is just a person. He is also just like drawing a person.
Dude, I was thinking about that, especially with like with Batman. And it's kind of like exacerbated because we're like everybody's a little bit older, but like Batman, like Bruce Wayne's just a dude. Like he's just a guy. I fucking love it.
He's like wearing this weird exoskeleton because his body's so fucked up.
Yeah, yeah. God, the fucking panel of him coming into the fight as Batman, and then he lands and he's like all in the fire and shit. Oh man.
It's all good. It's all good.
And then like even the ending,
But
like the little epilogue or whatever, like they're at the shitty superhero restaurant. You can't get a fucking well done steak.
yeah.
That's good shit.
This is the thing, like it's like entirely willing to like take the piss out of this shit too.
Yeah.
And like it's very like Mark Waid just knows his shit. He's one of my favorite comic book writers.
Nice.
He occasionally just writes stuff that I don't like and I'm not interested in, and it just feels like he just had to get something out of his system. Like these are the Mark Waid getting stuff out of his system comics, but
yeah,
when he hits, he really hits. But yeah, also like this version of the Flash.
Oh,
where he's
dude,
like,
yeah. No, the Flash was so fucking good in this. Just
so
super cool.
Yeah, that like thing of like, oh, this just kicked this character to a ridiculous extreme where he's like so dedicated to solving crime that he's like become a weird omnipresent force in the city.
Dude, I fucking love that concept. Like, and just how they draw him. Like how he's like literally kind of a blur, but like there's a person there, but like a weird person, like it's almost demonic or whatever. Like you just see his eyes a little. Like that was so fucking cool. Like every panel he was in, I was just so happy because it was such a good idea. And like the thing, about him being a force in the city, like no matter what little tiny thing happens, and then he fucking rips Norman McCoy out of the other dimension.
Dude, when he fucking just you sees him there, he just like rips him into reality from his fucking like spectral watching place. God,
actually,
who the hell are you?
Yeah.
And then Norman like freaks out and just starts quoting Revelations. It's just like, he doesn't know what to do.
I do. That actually does remind me. I did maybe want to do like some Flash stuff because like that's always one of those characters that I don't know that I'm into like the basic idea of Flash, but I like the potential of like the weird shit you can get into like they did here a little.
Mm-hmm. No, that's one where like the version of Flash on Justice League is easily my favorite version of Flash. Nice. And like no comic versions of Flash don't really come close for me. The comic that I really like that's Flash is Impulse, which is written by Mark Waid to start.
Hell yeah.
But that's like teen speedster from the future. So he's also fish out of water kind of stuff. He was raised in a video game world.
Well, if it isn't my favorite trope.
So that's also a good one we could do. But I think we can put that on like the back burner and do the Captain Marvel story for next time.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Also, I'm gonna give you the sketchbook for like the Marvel version of this that Alex Ross did.
Oh hell yeah!
Just do that because that's just like drawings and discussions rather than read that whole comic necessarily for sure. Just because I want you to see that after having read this, Because
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the Flash is like the weirdest one here, but that's like the baseline approach he takes to all the characters when he does the Marvel one.
Oh hell
Like
yeah,
it goes so much fucking weirder and harder
dude.
in just like weird character designs, because that's the whole project. That is like he's not doing it to like plan out a story. He's just doing it to do it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, no, I'm down for that.
Um,
Take a peek.
yeah.
So
Let's see if I can find that.
so that and Captain Marvel for next time.
Yeah, let me see if the Captain Marvel Jeff Smith thing has. It has a name. I'm just not remembering.
Probably Captain Marvel from the creator of Bone. Easy.
The Monster Society of Evil. It's Shazam, the Monster Society of Evil. That's what the comic is called.
I was close.
The fact that they just keep using, they have to use the Shazam branding so much because of Marvel Comics.
Yeah.
exists. To the point where I think they've, like modern versions of that character, they just like renamed him to Shazam.
I mean, that's what I thought his name. Like when I saw people talking about like DC
Yeah,
films,
well, 'cause-
they refer to him as Shazam. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in the movie, he's just Shazam. But Shazam is just the name of the wizard that gives him his powers, and it's the magic phrase he says to do his transformation,
Gotcha.
to call down the lightning.
Repeatedly on Superman.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Superman's weak to magic. It's the only thing he's weak to.
Yeah,
in
he
this.
cut
Like,
his,
he's not even weak. I do like he's not even weak to kryptonite anymore.
I also really enjoyed that. Lex Luthor is just like
That was a
we
little
can't-
detail I had forgotten.
We can't
honestly,
fucking
since
use
last time I read it.
kryptonite. His cells have eaten up too much sunlight or whatever.
He's too fucking powerful.
I like that. I fucking like that idea.
Yeah. I do also like the effect Superman has, like every time he shows up early in the comic.
Oh, dude, yeah. When he enters like the fucking Mos Eisley cantina with all of the
Nah.
with all the people, and he gives the fucking monologue, and then everyone's like, yeah, I fucking understand why people follow him. Like, I want to follow him. Like God himself just chose, like, he asked us to be the 13th disciple. Like, yeah. Oh, that was
And his fucking
super good.
his beard and his overalls,
Yeah. He's just a guy.
lifting a tractor with one hand.
Yeah, like guy stuff, farmer stuff.
Farming.
Yeah, he's farming.
His fucking holodeck or whatever.
Yeah. Then at the end, he has that big Paul Bunyan plow. Farming.
Farming. He's from Kansas,
Gross.
which no longer exists.
Easily the worst part about Superman. Not even close.
Completely nuked.
I mean,
Basically
like,
double nuked.
they're like,
Nuked and then nuked actually.
look, it wouldn't be the first state I would nuke. It's not the last one though.
Yeah.
That was it was a good concept. How it happened with the dude, like, holy shit, they split Captain Atom. Like, that's oof.
Uh-huh.
Everything was good, as it turns out. We like turn to page
You
one.
can turns out you can push characters out of their box if it's A, an Elseworlds, and also B, it's just a good story. That the second one's really the important one.
Yeah.
You can get away with more if it's just good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Soul Circle Podcast, gmail.com, Soul Circle Pod on Twitter, anchor.fm/Soul Circle probably still works. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels.
limited time on that anchor, huh?
I mean, I really don't know. I have no idea. I just have to.
Yeah.
I think it still works.
Yes.
Last time I checked, it still worked.
Yeah, we're good. See,
But it's not, the yeah, it's not. It will then change the URL to podcasters.spotify.com/blah
sure.
blah 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 blah.